I'm Jack from Uptempo Global, and we are a business localization company. We're a service provider that have been operating for 4 major cash cows right now. That's the translation and the data construction and software development and marketing. So those are the key 4 services in the industry 4.0. And somehow we were able to get a very good grasp of the cross-border and the global business operations. And our new product was born because of the increasing problems and the chronic problems that are happening in the IT industry. Firstly, in Korea, notably, there's a growing software development demand as well as the developer demand. But then the supply is not sufficient. And recently there were a lot of the price hikes and the bipolarization. So basically, we are not able to find the right developers for the software development. Then as we saw in the video, so there's many co-working tools. Of course, the good ones like Slack, even we use it very often. But then the problem is that it's not solving the IT collaborations and the communication problems. So maybe as same language speakers, it's very useful tools, but then for bilingual speakers, it's not very effective. So therefore, we are trying to solve the language barrier problem, a cultural difference problem, as well as the remote environment problem. So Xynergy will allow everyone, especially the startups, which are our first focus of the target, work seamlessly and safely with IT experts worldwide in any languages. So Xynergy basically connects the clients or the startups with the larger global IT resources, and through the real-time communication support as well as the non-verbal communication support, we're able to improve the quality of collaboration. And lastly, it's like a full administrative support is also covered, so that no more headaches for the contract and escrow and so on. So basically, we want to help startups and companies, large ports, everyone to just focus more on their simple business. We do not want to have the continuous problems of startups and businesses just because of the development problem. And therefore, we want to democratize. We want to let everyone use the Xynergy in a DIY mode and save as much as 70% in cost. I think in the US, the development cost is pretty high. And of course, there's the other alternatives. For example, offshore IT outsourcing in Ukraine or Eastern Europe, India. But then there's also the hurdles, which I believe we can tackle with the communication improvements. For us, because we were a localization company, we are extremely good at QA building and the QA processing of domain-specific localization. And we are researching R&Ding on the utilizing LLMs to add on to our specific expertise. And as shown in the video, so it's not all about the language. So it's also like when humans work together, we also use body languages and intuitive motions and synchronous intuitive behaviors. So that's exactly what we want to replicate in Xynergy. Therefore, having a physical experience that is just like collaborating together in person. And just further on, we want to make our managed service platform into extended SaaS, and they will be interlinked so that our SaaS product will be able to be compatible with all the good platforms or the co-working tools, project marketplaces, and so on. So basically, we have the advantage of being able to partner with all kinds of strategic companies. And therefore, we have 2 major business models. So phase 1 will mostly be the MSP, which is a managed service platform. So what Apple has been doing throughout the years was we have been providing the software development services to Korean clients mostly by collaborating between our Korean employees and Vietnam developers, about all 90% in-house. And that's how we were able to learn and also build that within our company. So that's why we know what to build and why we build it. So that is how it kind of naturally became a virtuous cycle. And later on, we will interlink with a scalable SaaS so that we are envisioning a ubiquitous service, allowing everyone to collaborate with everyone in the world. So for Xynergy, basically, we're tackling the bilingual communication because there's the high quality platforms and tools that cover the English communication or unilingual communication. We believe that we have an advantage of the cross-border or the bilingual activities in the IT industry. Our GTM is first the worldwide startups. We do not want to just view them as our clients anymore. We want them as our partners. We are inviting them to work with Uptempo Global by providing them a lot of resources for their POC. And then open innovation is one of our favorites. Yes. We're working with Microsoft for Xynergy, and also we're working with Pegyo, which is the #1 education company in Korea. And very fortunately, they have the needs of the cross-border business expansion. That's where Uptempo's localization solutions will be expandable and compatible with diverse industries. And number 3 is the Korean or foreign companies in Vietnam. Actually, we are setting up a IT center in Hanoi on the 20th of October. And we're inviting our partners around the world. So if you have any interest in Vietnam business or please stop by, I will send the invitation to you. And lastly, the global exhibitions like today. Very grateful. So we have a lot of events coming up. Not only in the Silicon Valley, but also Singapore and Vietnam, as well as Portugal. So basically, our team, very hard workers and global, with the global DNA. And I have been working as just a gig worker back in the 2012-13 for various years. And I have been working a lot on the translations as well as the global business processing operations. And my mission was not to be just by myself, but also to a wider crowd, teaching and also collaborating so that we can make a better, bigger values. And together, as our headquarters in Korea and our overseas branch in Vietnam, our team members, on average, we work maybe like 15 hours per day, and very hardworking and very goal-oriented. And we were therefore able to expand very quickly. And our industry very big, and so maybe if Uptempo 1.0 until now, we have been focusing on the infrastructure and the cash account. And now we want to focus more on the democratization of just cross-border localization. So therefore, we forecast $78 million in revenue within the next 3 years. And our 2028, very ambitious. So our core competency of language tech can be compatible not only in the software development, but also other key industries around the world. That's the type of business that we want to be involved in. And there's a lot to do. That's why we need good partners. We need good C-levels and the A-team all together. That's why we are fundraising. So this is our fundraising target. We're very flexible, and we have the objective to go IPO public within the next 3 to 4 years. Depending on the domestic or like SI or FI, it's going to be a little bit different. We want to be flexible, but yes, we have ambitious goals, and we want to do it together.